So you talked a little bit about this already, but talk about like how some of these attitudes and these preparations carried over to other parts of your life.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think the big, and I kind of want to flip it. I think for me personally, the role of my faith started it first. And, I don't want to be like boasting in that even. It's just like my parents were so awesome in that they raised me and my siblings to understand. And my mom will still tell me this, like you, before you're a ball player, before you're a coach, before you're a dad, a son, a husband, before anything, you belong to Christ. And how are you reflecting that? And she told me that a lot at Covenant, even when I was at Covenant, just like, because, a lot of times, and we'll talk about frustrations here in a little bit, but, I was coming off of high school and, I was the big fish in a little pond where I was scoring a lot of points, playing every single minute, and they go to Covenant and it's like, oh yeah, guess what? You're really just okay. You're not anything special. And, I personally would become frustrated with that. And she was always just, what are you first? Before a basketball player, you're Christ. And so how are you showing that to your teammates? Right? Are you going to work? Are you going to practice every day? Are you being encouragement every single day? Are you doing your best every single day? And so just my parents just really influential in that, just pushing me into Christ. And so I think that helped me put sports in a right perspective. And so to help me develop those habits, because I know for a lot of athletes, like when the ball bounces for the last time, it's kind of like, well, where do I go now? You know what I mean? But I just feel like because of my faith, I was ready to put the ball down and to pursue other things. And so, things like, what kind of father do I want to be? What kind of husband first? What kind of husband do I want to be? Am I leading my wife in the way, am I loving and leading my wife as Christ did for the church? And, and then, the same for my kids. Like, how am I leading and loving my children? Am I showing up every single day? When I wake up, am I ready to be the man, husband, father that God's called me to be? When I go to work, I belong to Christ. I'm not just punching a clock. I'm not just collecting a paycheck. I'm developing relationships. I'm intentional. I'm seeking those out. I'm showing and sharing the love of Christ with I'm a school teacher. That's my real job. I'm not just a basketball coach. I'm a math teacher. And so am I showing my students, am I modeling for them, what it looks like to love Christ? So sports definitely helped kind of iron that out for me in my personal life. But I would definitely say that I think even if I never had sports, just the role that my parents had in helping me, see the world through a proper lens, was really, just a massive blessing in my life, massive grace of God in my life. So.